Hey guys, so this is a really quick video showing you how to make really cute Dollar Tree decor using Dollar Tree only items. The first item you're going to need is a 10 by 8 acrylic frame. The next item is a wall decal from the Dollar Tree. And then your last item is going to be any cardstock or decorative paper of your choice. I have a few options here just because I'm not really sure what I might like, so I brought in a few different colors. All right, let's get started. So for me, it made sense to go ahead and cut out the words separately. That way I'm not working with one long strip of paper. So I cut out the word be separately, and then I cut out the word grateful separately. And then I cut out the little foliage that kind of look like leaves separately too. That way I can arrange each decal on the frame separately without having to worry about trying to manipulate a full strip of paper. So here I'm just cutting out each word, and then I'll be rearranging them soon on the frame. So once again, nothing too exciting. I'm just cutting out the foliage. The easy part is that you can kind of see where the sticker would separate, so it gives you a little bit of a guide on where to cut. That way you're not cutting into the actual sticker part. The hard part is that it's a little more detailed trying to cut out leaves than it is cutting out big words, but it wasn't too bad. So here I'm just rearranging the words be and grateful, just trying to figure out where they would go so that the letters don't overlap or the handwriting doesn't overlap and you can see each word clearly and each letter clearly. So it just takes a little bit of trial and error, just trying to rearrange and get a feel for where it's centered at, if I want it tilted or not. And then once I have an idea of where I want it to go, you just stick the sticker on the frame. The good news is that these stickers are removable and rearrangeable. The bad news is that I underestimated how difficult it was gonna be to stick this sticker or decal on this frame. So I really struggled with it. I had a lot of air bubbles and it took a lot of trial and error to get it on here. And eventually I just stuck it on there and was like, you know what, just deal with it. If it has an air bubble, that's just life. You know, we're human, we're imperfect, and that's just part of the human experience and trial and error. So you'll see me fumbling with it quite a bit. But eventually I just kind of gave up and, you know, just stuck it on there because I got tired of dealing with it. So I got the word be on there relatively easily, but y'all, that word grateful gave me a run for my money. Like, I had the hardest time getting this thing stuck on here without any air bubbles, and I really fumbled with it for like a good 3-4 minutes before I was just like, I truly don't care anymore. So try not to judge too much. I'm a bit of an aggressive crafter. I don't like anything that requires intricate detailing, and something like stickers and air bubbles and decals are definitely intricate. And yeah, that's just not really my calling. So I learned this the hard way, and now I'll know to be more patient, I guess. But eventually I was just like, it's whatever, and I just kind of stuck it on there and moved on. I also fumbled and bumbled a little bit with trying to figure out where I wanted the foliage to go, like how I wanted it to be positioned without it hanging over the side or having to cut any of it. I also couldn't figure out if I wanted it at the top, if I wanted it on the bottom, if I wanted one to the left, one to the right. So I really struggled with the positioning. Eventually I just gave up and decided to just add the background, like the colored cardstock that I wanted to use. So here I decided to go with more of a like ocean theme, kind of ombre effect, like a ripple effect type of paper. I felt it to be very tranquil and just relaxing, you know. And when you want to think about being grateful, for me, when I think about being grateful, I think about all of my blessings, and you know, one of those blessings is being able to travel or trying to relax, you know, self-care. So this reminded me of the ocean a little bit, even like a hot tub, jacuzzi, whatever, any type of water. So I went with this paper. I came a little bit ill prepared for this DIY DIY. I should have traced the paper that came in the frame and you know, just traced it with a pencil, but I didn't have a pencil, so I just went along the edges of it with the paper, the cardstock paper that I decided to use, and then I just stuck it in there and then checked out to see how it looked, and it ended up looking really cute. And then I decided to fumble and bumble again with the foliage. So here I'm just trying to get the paper in. I struggled once again with that, but I finally got it in, and then I'll move on to the foliage. So guys, basically, eventually I just got tired of trying to figure out where I should place it, and I was just like, I'm just going for it. So I stuck the foliage where it felt right to go, and just kind of had to live with my decision. I do like how it came out. At first it bothered me that I was gonna have to trim the sides so that some of the foliage was gonna be cut off. But I just had to go on with it and deal with it because that's part of life. And yeah, in crafting, you have to make sacrifices. And the tops of the foliage was just a sacrifice that I had to make. So I just trimmed it off. I ended up liking the way it looked. It looks very cute. And I'm very happy with my little $2 project. So thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. And once again, this whole craft took about 10 minutes and was a total of $2.